All right, so in my opinion, they definitely should keep this 2v8 mode, and it's not even like a question. I love the variety. I love the switch up. I love the change, because in virtually every game I've ever played and known, there's always going to be some form of meta. And even in 2v8, there's still going to be that. Like the 2v8 having where there's 2 killers versus 8 survivors, right? And then survivors, they don't have perks. You can't choose perks. You can't choose map options. You can't even bring items into the match. You can only choose 4 classes, right? That's escapist, medic, guide, and scout. Right, and within each of those, there's like 3 abilities. Now you do get the 4th one, but you don't get the 4th one, which is the self-care ability, until like, let's say you're at the last stage of being hooked. That's when you can get that and start self-caring. But you have the ability to synergize and work with the team, right? Whether that be aura reading, whether that be boosting Jen's progression, healing faster. These are things that work within the team versus the same as killer, where both of them, they work together. Like each killers, you can only choose 5 killers now. That's going to be HillBilly, Nurse, Wraith, Trapper, and I want to say Trapper, Huntress, Wraith, Billy, and Nurse. Yeah, I'm sorry. But each of those have the abilities, right? Where like when they use their powers, they either give their teammate either aura reading abilities to see where survivors are. Maybe they get more hatchets. Maybe they get extra blinks, etc. And I love that you can't choose the maps, because again, every game you play, there's always gonna be some type of form meta. Survivors choose maps that give them an advantage. Same with killer. There's no camping in this, which I love. You know, the only thing I will say the only thing that I will say that's meta is people are gonna still use the same. Like if there's 2, like let's say strong combination of killers. Let's say I think there's gonna be, some people say there's Huntress and then there's Wraith. Those are like the 2 strong combinations, like probably the strongest combinations, right? I wouldn't rule it out with Trapper. Trapper can be like, I know he seemed like he's not that good in chase. He is pretty fast, but just understand that, you know, him setting traps and then you running, let's say you're running from Wraith and then you just run into a trap. Like you don't think about, like if you're going against Wraith in a 4v1, you don't have to worry about a trap. But the mere fact that you have 2 killers that you're running from, right, and then there is a trap, you forget that. So that's where a Trapper can also be a great help and aid to their teammate. What I like about also the 2v8 mode is that like when you're choosing these classes, not everybody can choose the exact same class. Like let's say if there's like 8 people, obviously there's 8 people that's going to be in the lobby to ready up. You cannot all choose escapist. Now I look escapist the most. Escapist is more for people who like to run killer. You can see their aura a bit when you're running, and you can also I just want to make sure I got that right. Yeah, it says, yeah, reveal the auras of windows, breakable. Oh, okay. So you see the auras in pallets, the breakable walls, share sprint bursts, run faster while injured, etc. Right? So people who can, and I still get aura, maybe because I'm with people, or you know, because somebody may have, I can still see the aura of killers and stuff like that. But people who like to run together, I think escape is going to probably be the most popular one, because people like to run and loop killer, and windows is the most popular perk in the game. But I will say that, again, not everybody can choose escapist. Like, if you go into the lobby and let's say, I don't know, 3 people got escapist, then, like, the rest cannot choose that, etc. Like, does that make sense? I like that they're trying to do something different, because you have to switch it up. People care, and I will always say this, people care more about winning in DBD than fun. I will die on that sword. I'm so serious. They mostly care. I ain't gonna say only. They mostly care about winning on both sides of killer or survivor. Like, you cannot convince me that that's not the case. Because if you go to nightlight.gg website, that shows, you know, it's by the members of DBD. It's not by the devs, I don't believe, but like there's people that keep up with it. Oh, the devs do have their stats as well too, as far as like the kill rates, you know, being at least 60% for killers. I will tell you that at the end of the day, you can look at perks, you can look at killers, how often they've been chosen. These are the things that you can see on a consistent basis. And you will see that, okay, it's the same thing. Windows Opportunity is the most popular perk in the game. If a new killer comes out, obviously you can track how often that killer is chosen. The win percentage, I think the highest win percentage still to this day is going to be Skull Merchant. A lot of people apply just DC against her. You won't even see that. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know what killer they will bring. Like, let's say they did make it permanent. I don't know what killer they will bring to this. I think that, like, 'cause you got to think, like, people say stuff like, oh, well, what if we see Clown and Freddy? You know what I mean? Like, like funny combinations. So I think that would be fun. But I do not want to see a Knight in 2v8. They will have to do something, right? So maybe they'll keep the 2v8, but only certain killers could be chosen. Because people still having fun. I don't see a killer struggling in this 2v8. Dude, I went up against, so I probably want at least 50% or maybe slightly more of my games of me escaping than we've lost. But there are games where I'm going against a Huntress who just could not miss her hatchet, and her hatchet's hitbox is already stupid, right? Or you just got a Trapper who a lot of people are already annoyed with, because even in people who are very good at looping, we can loop Trapper all day, but when he starts to set them traps, he kind of like force us to go another direction. So imagine running from like a Huntress hatchet and then there's like a trap right there. Like, he has his own thing. I wouldn't be upset if they just kept it this way, where they just had 5 killers that you can choose and it's an option, or you can just do the 4v1 with just a regular game mode. Now they're going to get rid of it within, I think, 9 to 10 days, and that's fine. And I hope you guys enjoying the background. I didn't want to, I was live streaming. I'm not going to talk about the gameplay. You can just like watch the gameplay. That's basically it. And if you enjoyed the video so far, please like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Likes definitely helping this channel. I'm just trying to, get to 3K, you know what I mean? So I'm just trying to keep grinding. But I do like the direction that they're going. I think that they should. Now, survivors, you can choose whatever survivor you want. You can choose, like, it's not like only 4 or 5 survivors you can choose, but it's just with killer. These are like the baseline killers that pretty much started DBD. I do think that, there are going to be people like, okay, for example, right? And I'll say this before I close. Will it still feel like if you're just playing by yourself, let's say you're solo queue and there's like 7 of the survivors, it's still going to feel like hell at times. Bro, I've literally started the game and I'm looking around and I see 6 people hugged up on like one gen and then like 2 people hanging out, not even doing anything. And then I'm seeing like, let's say 7 people. Yeah, do you ever notice like sometimes you just see like 7 people off a gen? Let's say like you're on the hook or you're in the cage part or whatever. There's like 7 people just like standing around and you're like, how do you have 7 people? We still got like 5 gens up, right? How do you got like 7 people standing around? Right, so you're still gonna have solo queue boneheaded moments. Again, you can't choose map offerings, but I like how they've made the maps bigger and they made some stronger loops and stuff like that. It's very chaotic, but I just love that it's not boring. I think slugging is still a thing. I wish that kind of wasn't a thing, because you do have killers that can slug, but at least we ain't gotta worry about like a Billy, instant downer, because they took that ability away from him. If you guys want to check out like the full, because just for the sake of the video not being too long, if you guys want to actually check out like the full class and stuff like that you can use, or check out for yourself, definitely play the game mode yourself. Let me know what you guys think. I think that they should keep it. I think that they should make it somewhat a permanent thing, but let's give the devs a very constructive feedback, positive or negative, but constructive. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you think that it shouldn't be? I think that they need to have something different. People will still play DBD. If they didn't add the 2v8 mode, if they got rid of it, people will still play DBD. I don't think they will play it any less, but you might actually, even now, like, and the killer queue time is so crazy insane that like it's like 400 bonus points right now, blood points for a survivor, just to even queue that survivor, because there's so many people having fun playing killer, and that's what you want. You want people to play the game. You want people to do that. You want that. So I'm not mad at that. Again, I don't play killer. I think it would be funny and fun. I think they should add newer killers, but I'm pretty sure they might lean on adding it, or it might be a seasonal thing. Who knows? But listen, y'all, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys play killer? Do you guys play survivor in 2v8 mode? Are you guys escaping a lot? Are you guys killing a lot? Are you winning? Are you losing? Should this be permanent? I think it should be. I think that they should just keep it, and then just like, but again, based off the community's feedback, let's see what happens. But hey, I appreciate you guys watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Check out my other latest videos that I just posted. I try to post out a new video every week. And yeah, if nothing else, have a blessed day out here. Stay safe, and peace.